What's up? This is Geno X. The following is something I did not author myself. It's a reading out of a blog. I'm going to put the link in the description below. I think it's a damn good article. I'm just going to go on ahead and read it straight. It's called All Men Should Not Marry. Young men shouldn't marry because they have their talents, dreams, and future to utilize. Women will marry young men as a sort of down payment, a future retirement plan. Old men shouldn't marry because of their assets and wealth to be taken. An older woman resemble mummies. Young women marry old men for the money when he dies. Poor men shouldn't marry because they will forever remain a wage slave, working until the day he dies or retires in his 60s. If she divorces, he is enslaved to child support payments and often kicked out of his own house. Rich men shouldn't marry because most of the women will be gold diggers. During the marriage, she will siphon off much assets and wealth her way. If a divorce comes, she will take off with a good chunk of the cash. Men with dreams shouldn't marry because the wife will stomp on those dreams and say that your purpose on earth is to please her. You should either be pleasing her or making money for her to spend. Dreams are for children, dear. Men without dreams shouldn't marry because all the pleasures you take in life, be it fishing, hunting, gaming, motorcycling, or football, will be diminished greatly if not removed entirely. Your hobbies become quote-unquote guilt trips, while your wife's hobbies become quote-unquote quality time. Religious men shouldn't marry because marriage has nothing at all to do with being religious. Jesus didn't marry. Monks don't marry. Churches are not men's friends. Every church allows tons of divorces, including Catholic churches, under the skyrocketing annulments. Non-religious men shouldn't marry because you are getting married to the government. If you say, that is absurd, married to the government? Ho, ho, I am married to my woman. Yeah, she probably is a hoe. Then watch how the state falls upon your head when a divorce comes. But I will never become divorced. Then you get to remain in the government sanctioned sex program that is called marriage. What? You don't think it's a government program? Try having sex outside of marriage. You may get away with it for a while until a child appears and you get slammed with child support. You could cohabitate, yes, but the state will declare you two married and then you become quote-unquote institutionalized into marriage. Threats to the government sex program, i.e. marriage, such as prostitution, is attacked and removed at every point. And the reason why the quote-unquote free sex exists out there in the first place is for the woman, not the man, which is why media and even men say that getting laid is quote-unquote getting lucky, as if women have bestowed a favor on the guy. What does this all mean? It means do not marry. It is not because women have a self-interest in regards to marriage. It is because male interests in marriage have been legislated out of existence. In church, male interests have been moralized out of existence, while her interests are extolled. Culturally, you will always be seen as a loser. Despite the gain of fame or wealth, you still remain a loser, only a useful loser. Society will reconfigure itself so that women are right, always and forever. If a law says women should go to jail for murder, well, the courts will say she was distressed. It could not have been her fault. And behold how the woman goes free. If a woman is in an argument, society and everyone will shift so the woman in question is right. If religion contradicts women, those parts of the religion will be left out. If history contradicts women, then history will be re-edited so women are right. If nature contradicts women, STDs, cervical cancer, can't have children when 40, etc., it is declared a social crisis, and scientists are set to task of, quote unquote, fixing the problem. Not marrying won't make you free and happy. I don't know where the hell that came from, but it will keep you from the shackles. You may think being lonely and single is misery. What the fuck? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have read this part. But it is paradise compared to the true misery of marriage.